Hello my friends. I thought today I would do a video on how to seal your diamond painting. So this is a very straightforward procedure. For beginning diamond painters, I think it can be pretty intimidating. You've worked so hard on your on your diamond painting and you're ready to seal it. And you know, you've got some intrepidation about how it's going to turn out. The first time I sealed my first diamond painting, it was horrifying when I was putting the sealer down. It was cloudy and I just had to trust the process. So I'm going to kind of go over some things with you today. The first thing that I recommend, sorry, my Coco sees a squirrel. The first thing that I'm going to recommend is that you take a very soft brush and you just go over your painting. With my paintings, I've noticed every once in a while I'll have a couple extra drills that are just sitting on top of my canvas that maybe, I don't know, that I was working with and it spilled out of the jar or something and there's an extra one. So I kind of go over it with the brush. Let me turn this light on. Can you guys see this better? I go over it to find out if I have any, like, see right here, one drill just came up. It didn't come off the painting. It's just from when I had my drills out. So I'll go over it. Here's another one. Where did it go? There it goes. If I just kind of sweep it away. So I do this and I go over the whole thing. I thought I had gone over the whole thing. Obviously I haven't. To find any other drills, there's another one. Okay, and you just want to use a soft brush. There's nothing on the brush. It's just a really cheap standard brush. I don't, does this have a, it's just a standard soft brush. You could use a foam brush if you wanted to. So I'm not sealing it. I'm just quickly going over it. Do I have any other drills? And we're going to talk about the different sealers here in a minute. And if you can see my head, sorry, I just got out of the shower, so my hair is a little wet. Okay, I feel confident with this. I had picked it up and moved her, so although I felt confident about it and there was still some drills. Okay, so you're going to want to take your roller. If you have one, these are very inexpensive. You can get them off Amazon, off Temu. I'm sure Etsy shops have them. It's just a soft roller. I think this kind of feels like it's rubber to me. I got this with one of my storage containers that I purchased. And you're just gonna wanna go over, let's listen for a minute. Can you hear those poppings? And I'm pushing fairly hard. I'm not going overboard, but I am definitely, oh, here, listen. Well, I'll be quiet for a minute. Can you hear the popping? So those are just drills that just, there's some more. You're gonna go over, and if you get one on your roller, okay, like this happens to me a lot. Sorry, I'm on my dining room table because this is the only place, this is Season of the Witch that I finished, and she is like 36.5 by 27.5, so she's really big. She can't fit on my dining room table, but if you get a drill like that on your roller, just check your painting really quick. I've noticed that when I get a drill on my roller, it's usually because it was an extra drill. Like this one, it's an extra drill. There's another extra drill right there. Right? Or is that? The light in here is so poor. I think this actually might be a drill that came out. So what I'm gonna do, I haven't shown you guys this yet, but the lighting in here is so poor. Where did that go? You want to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to. Let me go grab my pen real quick. Just a minute. like I need a headlamp for in my dining room. I have very muted light in here. I have like one of those old style, here it is right here, old style, what am I trying to say? Light fixtures, and it's got like the old looking antique bulbs in it, which is great when you're, okay, there. And another one popped out. That's okay, this might happen, just take your time, there's no rush, okay, just take your time. So again, I should have brought my pen in here. I'm just gonna keep going over it, listening for those pops. If anything ends up on my roller, I'm gonna check my canvas, but like I said, most of the time it is, here's one. There's nothing over there, so that's an extra one. I'm sorry, you guys, that my head's in the way. I'm really sorry. This is a big painting. Okay, so I feel good about that. So I wanted to talk about a couple of different sealers. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Mod Podge. This is the super gloss. I use this for my 30 by 40s or ones that I'm not gonna frame, ones that I'm gonna put in my portfolio. Unless it's like a spectacular piece that I really am impressed with and I want to put a different sealer on it. The only reason why I say that is because I've noticed with Mod Podge, even the super gloss, it does tend to dull the sparkle on the diamonds. So that's just been my personal experience. Mod Podge works great. So you can totally seal your paintings with this. You're not going to have a problem. I've just noticed that it kind of dulls the diamonds, the shines on the diamonds. So I'm going to show you, this is what I use. So this is Minwax polyacrylic clear gloss. You can get it on Amazon for about $14. You can also get it at hardware stores, although it's a little bit more expensive from hardware stores. If you have Amazon Prime, it's cheaper on Amazon. This is an 8-ounce bottle or tub, whatever. And it gives you hardly any. It's very expensive in my opinion. For 8 ounces, $14. I think it's expensive, but it is amazing and it gives amazing results. You can't even see it when it's done and your painting just shines. It's just absolutely gorgeous when it's done. So to seal this, I've got some in my cup here. This probably won't be enough. So I brought another bottle over. I just had some leftovers from a couple other cans. I'm just using a soft bristle brush again. This is just, it just says pure bristle. So it's a 2-inch brush. Okay, so I guess it would depend on what size painting you were doing as far as what size brush you would want to use. And what I'm gonna do, so this is the scary part. This is what scared me when I first started diamond painting. So in this corner, you're probably not gonna be able to see it because I can see it's partially off camera. But what happens is you get this cloudy, you can see that it's a cloudy film that's on your painting. When I first sealed I worked on The Wicked Witch, which was from Enes Guerrero. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly because I've said it so many times. This painting is also from her, by the way, from Diamond Art Club. But when I first did The Wicked Witch, I was absolutely terrified when I first put my first swipe of the brush down, because I saw that and I just went, oh no, it's gonna ruin my painting. No, trust me, it doesn't. It really doesn't. This comes out excellent. And it takes on the, so this is for wood, I believe. This is for woodworking. I think, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think I'm correct on that. And it says that you can work with it in 3 hours. What I do is I find a place, just like she is right now. I find a place for my diamond painting and I leave it there overnight or for 24 hours. So it is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. on Monday. So I'm gonna leave her here until at least 2 o'clock tomorrow before I do anything. Now, I was so sad because, oh, and I wanted to mention one thing too. I am going to frame her. So if you're going to frame your diamond painting, you do not have to seal your diamond painting. You can just frame it. It's not necessary to do this at all. The reason why I do it is it's just an extra added layer of protection in my personal opinion for my diamond painting that I worked so hard on. I worked so hard on this diamond painting. Just quick fact, I started working on her September 29th and I finished her on October 29th, although I did not work on her every day. So from September 29th to October 29th, obviously that's 30 days. And I would say I worked on her, I'm going to skip about a week of that because there were many days that I just didn't work on her. So it took me a while to get her done. But anyway, to get back to it, you do not have to seal your diamond painting, especially if you're going to frame it, because it's going to be behind the frame. The reason why I'm sealing it, obviously, is to keep dust and debris and everything out of it. It is a square painting, so there's hardly any gaps in between the squares. But in my opinion, this will help keep the squares on the painting as well. It'll help bond the paintings. Oops, I don't know what's on here. It'll help kind of adhere the squares to the painting a little bit better. So I don't know. It's a personal preference whether or not you want to do this. And like I said, the Mod Podge also goes on cloudy. There's so many other different types of sealers that I have not talked about in this video. And the reason why I haven't is because I have not used other sealers. You can find all kinds of sealers. Just look up diamond painting sealer or sealants. They make one specifically for diamond paintings. You could probably get it at Joann Fabrics or I don't know if Hobby Lobby would sell it, but like Michael's, if you guys have a Michael's near you, they would probably have a sealer that you could use. So there's lots of different ways. I've seen people use spray sealers, and they swear by those. They say that those work really good. So there's those. You can see just real quick how liberally I'm putting this on. Okay, this is not going to hurt the canvas. It's not going to hurt the painting. I just want to make sure that I get a really nice thick coat of this on. I'm not worried about the white part of the canvas because I personally cut that off. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was disappointed because I ordered a frame for this one. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm going to come around this side. The frame was so expensive. Oh my gosh, for a painting this big. So I spent $80 on this painting alone, and then $14 on the sealer, and then however much time I spent on her, and then the frame was another $60, or no, it was $50, but I had to get a 28 by 40. So I'm gonna have to put a backing behind her, some type of backing. There's just a little piece of dust or something right here. Get that up. Okay. Okay, so literally it was that quick. I'm done sealing her. I did not need to open that other container. I'm done sealing her. That's how easy it is, my friends. So if you are thinking about sealing your diamond painting, don't worry. Make sure that you get a good sealer. Maybe play around with it. If you have maybe a 30 by 40 that you're thinking, I'm going to put this in my portfolio. I'm not like loving this, loving it to the point where I'm going to frame it, or, you know, you feel like I want to experiment on it. Maybe, you know, do that first if you're worried about, you know, the way that it's going to look. But from my experience, using this Minwax, where'd it go? this Minwax polyacrylic, and it's the clear gloss, okay? It's the clear gloss. Make sure it's the clear gloss because there is a satin finish of this I noticed when I was looking online. Make sure it's the clear gloss. So I hope that helped you guys out. And happy diamond painting. Loves, my friends. I will see you next time.